The Nintendo Switch eShop is on a roll right now with fantastic deals, so let's dive right into it, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Remember though to leave a comment down below for a shot at winning one or two $10 eShop gift cards in next week's video, and then stay tuned as we announce this week's winners later in this video. Also, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe. I release daily Nintendo Switch videos here featuring reviews, deals, news and lists. Now first, we need to talk about the discounts on the Ori series, that's Blind Forest and Will of the Wisps. Both of these are on sale for between 75 to 80% off. Now we have seen these prices in the US before, but that's not the case for all regions, and I urge you to jump on them if you haven't already. I do not say this lightly, they are masterpieces, some of the very best Metroidvanias out there, and if I had to give a comparison of quality, they are on par with Hollow Knight. This series for me actually has the better platforming, while Hollow Knight wins on a combat front. There's really hardly anything to fault with these as well. The ports are exceptional, boasting impeccable visuals and just generally great performance. The emotionally engaging storylines take us on a journey to save the forest from a dark nemesis in the first game and then reunite our fractured family in the second. Then again as well, the controls are just simply stunning, offering an unparalleled platforming experience, and even the puzzles and the combat, they are equally enjoyable. I'd recommend these ones to everyone, and my review for the second game is in the pinned comments. Swordship then is now available at a new low price with a 40% discount. Now this genre evolving nautical dodge 'em up flips the script on traditional arcade shooters, challenging you to strategically position and dodge enemy attacks, experiment here with different playstyles using power boosting components, and make risky choices for higher score boosts. Navigate through randomly generated levels with varying weather conditions as well, and it's all set in a grim, watery future after global warming. You'll be joining the inhabitants of underwater cities as you basically steal containers to deliver them to those in need. Now while I did enjoy this game, it felt somewhat short with only a few levels in 3 different locations, and the story really had little in the way of development. An endless mode here would have added value to justify that full price. You can check out my full review in the pinned comments. Double Kick Heroes is another unique experience. It's here with 50% off a new low price, and you can also find a review for this below. It's really a unique blend of shoot 'em up and rhythm game, and in the story mode, you'll be surviving on the highway to hell by killing monsters in your vehicle across 30 different levels. Here, only the power of metal can save your band. And yeah, then in arcade mode, if you don't fancy that story, you can jump right into the action and play your favourite tracks from the game. The story is good fun though, a world overrun by zombies, it's got a likeable cast of characters, you can unlock new equipment, and yeah, I cannot name another experience quite like it. It gets to the point though on the higher difficulties where I do question honestly how realistically possible it would actually be to succeed. I have some important news, and this is kind of out of place for this video, but I wanted to shout it out, and that is regarding Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 on the Nintendo Switch. Now the restored content DLC, which was previously announced, it has been cancelled for the Switch version. Now this may come as a surprise considering the emphasis placed on it during the game's release. However, the studio has offered a compromise by providing a free game from their Star Wars library on the Switch, or the option to play Knights of the Old Republic 2 with the DLC over on Steam. Now while it is disappointing, make sure to take advantage of the free game offer if you did pick it up before today. For more details, you can check my community post or visit Aspire on Twitter directly. From that reaction on Twitter though, I will say this is understandably not going down well with the audience at all. Final Vendetta offers a great option for retro fans, especially now that it's 50% off. Now some may have found it a bit too expensive at launch, understandably honestly, but the current price it feels more than fair. It's worth noting that this game is a bit more challenging than others in the genre, as it lacks certain, let's say, modern features like think unlimited continues or a rewind function. However, the combat and the pixel art style, they are solid. The story is of course kind of throwaway stuff, simple, you know, we're out to rescue our sister who was kidnapped, but that's really all you do expect from the genre. Problems then, it is light on content overall, and there's also a few instances where the game can feel unfair with lethal and really just almost impossible to dodge obstacles without actually playing them in advance. Overall, however, I had a good time with it, as you will see in my review in the pinned comments. Death End 2 on the Switch then is honestly a flawed experience, but I wanted to mention it today because it has a bit of a cult following for sure, and this new lower 70% off makes issues a whole lot easier to forgive. I do want to add here as well, it is not a bad game. It's a visual novel meets RPG, expect exploration, turn-based combat, and that combination actually works really well. I even enjoyed the story where we're searching for our lost sister, and we end up exploring, I guess, almost another realm at nighttime. The problems, they're mainly performance related here, tanking frame rate, a resolution drop, and a hit to the general detail in the world as well. I gave it a 6 out of 10 here on the channel for my review. I treated it as if I owned no other platform, but I would consider, if you do have the option, to look elsewhere. Mary Skelter Finale then is a game I quickly want to mention today. I did feature the original Switch release over on the under $10 video from Thursday, which I will be linking down below. You should also check out that video as well, because I'm going to be giving away 30 codes from Clubeta Games tomorrow actually through a community post, so do get your entries in now. That all said though, look, full transparency around this game. I've not played it, it's in the backlog, and it's spoken incredibly highly of, so I wanted to give it a quick mention today. It's a first-person dungeon crawler with mature themes that has us attacking a prison in a fairy tale inspired world. It's 60% off, matching the low, so if it's one you've been waiting on, this is definitely a great discount. Killer Frequency then is a new release. It's got a launch discount of 20% off. This is actually my pickup of the week, meaning not a recommendation, rather maybe you'll want to join me for the ride. And full transparency, Team 17 actually did send me a review copy for this one. That said, there was many will and know it's been a quiet couple of weeks here on the channel, family in town, but tomorrow it will see me back to daily content, and I actually intend to, if all things go well here, this will actually be my first review back, giving you plenty of time for a full opinion before you do part with that cash, so definitely watch out for that. What I've seen so far though, I do like. I'm about an hour in, and the idea here is, it's 1987, you play as a radio DJ who must solve puzzles to save callers from a mysterious killer in small town Gallows Creek. Each call here is a matter of life and death as you strive to rescue the town's population. Our first winner of the week then is DB, who found out that the Switch wishlist only allows 200 games. Definitely a sign now to go ahead and dig into that backlog at this point, but congrats DB, definitely kind of helping here put towards that backlog. But drop me an email to claim your $10 code, and everyone else, there is a second winner coming up here shortly in the video. Atelier Ryza fans, or those that want to check it out, we get both the first and the second entry on sale right now, matching the low with 50% off. These are not only fantastic RPG games, but in my opinion, some of the best ports on the system. It's just clear from the moment you jump in, the effort that went into the performance of these games, and yeah, just overall are some of my favourites from a visual standpoint. Just enjoy them as well, because honestly they're a little more relaxed than many genre entries, with a fun kind of real-time tactics battle system, decently sized world to explore, a likeable cast, and then a whole lot of crafting to be uncovered. The first, it details a summer adventure to a forbidden island, and then the second has us exploring these different ruins. There's actually a third entry on the Switch as well, which was released relatively recently, but there is no discount currently on that one. Still, these two games are going to keep you busy for a long time. They pack an absolute ton of content. The Pathless is our penultimate game of the video then, and you'll need to be quick on this one. At time of recording, the discount is available for just another 24 hours. Still, though, stick around to the last game because that is a big one. This, though, an adventure experience from Annapurna Interactive, one of my favourite publishers out there, and the team behind it created the incredible Abzu. Now, it's a mythical adventure about an archer and an eagle helping the world from these different corrupted spirits. There's really little focus on combat here, rather exploration, puzzles, and there is some admittedly like occasional highlight boss encounters. It's the speed you move though here that is so incredible, and just the freedom that is the real highlight. It is, however, not perfect. It's a visually impressive game, and you can see the downgrade and the performance hit, but I still think it is worth it, and you can check out my full review down below. Right now then, it is 40% off, and that is a new low price. Our second winner then is ML11, who decided nothing for them this week, so hopefully you can find something to add to the library with this $10 eShop gift card. Drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win a $10 eShop gift card in next week's video. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion then is our last game of the video today, and it gets a new low of 30% off. Now, we've mentioned a few fantastic ports today. This is another one. I think visually it is stunning. and the upgrades they put in place over that original PSP build, they really do make it feel right at home in 2023. I will say the locations and levels kind of small and linear, so it shows its age in that way, but the action combat element in this Final Fantasy world was just so unique at the time, and it was a little underappreciated back in the day. The story, Zack starts an investigation into missing operatives, and yeah, it's just a fantastic spin-off for the series. And that's the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library, or are you holding onto that cash? Let me know in the comments. With that, a shout out to the Patreon members and the channel members who go above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.